Coming up? Yes. Taking my line.
That was the best one. I enjoyed it.
Actually, I checked the weather before I came tonight. Checked the wind. If you were here last week, it was nice until they called me up. I think it was number 3 or number 4. Then the garbage cans started coming at me. I wasn't sure if you guys were doing it, but that's why Jody's my better half, because I think she just did a terrific job. But, you know, let's clap for Jody, because you may not clap for me. But we've all had experiences that when they actually are happening, they're not funny. Can you relate to that? Especially if you lived a while, yeah. And I got a few from my life book, Stories and Adventures of Charlie Kohler. And one of them was when I was on my way to high school every day, I would stop at the Gaylordsville store to get my 50-cent News Times. I would have it ready, leave the car running. I had 10 seconds. I could get in, get out, jump back in the car. I had a gray Subaru. I did this one day, got back in the car, but there was something missing in the right seat. This is a true story, by the way. It's my wife. She was in the next gray Subaru running to the right. It really happened. She's saying, "What the hell are you doing?" So I got back in the car before I got arrested for grand theft auto on the way to high school. And then as we drove off, we laughed like crazy. Another stressful situation. And I don't know, Bernie, whisper, Bernie, I don't think you've done this. You may have, but if you have, don't admit to it. You got 3 minutes between classes to go to the bathroom, come back, and a lot of times in high school, now you're in a different room. And this particular time, I'm coming into the room, I was in a rush, kids are coming in, and the fly was down. Now, you can't pull it up because they'd see that it was down. And now I'm having thoughts like, okay, I'm going to be a pedophile. I'll last about 1 hour in jail before the prisoners kill me. Be a sex offender, I'll have to register for the rest of my life, so I got to think fast. I did the chalk trick. Walked up, we always had yellow chalk at the high school. Walked up to the board, the desk is right here, and I dropped the chalk. And as I dropped the chalk, I made a clean sweep up, and I got out of it. One real last quick final story on bad situations. I was in cafeteria duty and just making small time talk with another teacher, Mary Ann, that was there. And I asked her 2 questions. Hey, this was not good. I said to her, "How much do you weigh and how old are you?" It's still not funny today when I think about that moment. But I like talking about marriage. And why men get married to women is one thing, but why they marry us is a different ballgame. Now, in my personal case with Jody, I'm sure the list is long. I would say tall and handsome, but in my case, it's short and handsome, witty, good sense of humor, outgoing. The list is really long. So what I'm going to do, just to kind of verify all this, I'm going to call Jody back up.
I'll stay here.
I guess she said she's staying here. All right, this is live comedy. That one went down like the Titanic.
You can ask me from here, Charlie.
Topic. I thought of when, Don, you were saying, where's Don?
Right here in your chair.
You're in my chair. Did you have permission for that, Don? You're the first selectman, so you can do that. But when Don was singing the song about baked beans, this led right into my next topic, which is farts are not sociably acceptable. So now, I'm glad you agree. So now that we are separating by 6 feet, it makes it kind of easier for people, more comfortable. Because I don't know about you, but I've tutored a few times in my past. But the real professionals, they have developed a technique called the silent fart, which is very useful, by the way, at the high school. The way it works is that you plant it, and then you move out of the area. So you go to one side of the classroom, you plant it, and you walk back, and you wait. And then the poor fat kid who's trying to claim that it's not him, and the more he denies it, the more the class convicts him. So last week, I think, Don, you sang a song dedicated to me, Blowing in the Wind.
Yeah.
You have no idea how accurate that was. And another true story. Last week, I was talking to a senior, and she honestly said this to me: "I hope I can get a light case of Corona-19 virus. Then I'll be immune for the rest of my life." And you know, I thought about it. I says, you know, it's not like you're ordering a burger. You don't come in and say, "I'd like the Corona-19 virus, medium rare, to go." And I don't think she got that. That one went over bad too, huh? But when we're home for the virus thing, we're locked up, just trying to stay busy, and I don't have much of a life, I guess. So the only thing I could think of was my junk drawer in the kitchen. All right, and I was going to make this into a major project. I was going to first I was going to photograph everything. The flashlight that doesn't work, the broken ruler, the stuff I never even saw for years are in there. So I brought it all out piece by piece. Then it gets worse. To draw out the project, I named every piece. And I thought of you guys, Don, some of you, Kerry, Bernie, and you unknown people, I could think of you too. And then I put it all back, and as I put it all back, I said, okay, Don, it's time to go back in. Bernie, you're next. And I had a whole bat in order. I put them in there, and at the end of that, I realized that, yes, it's true, I really do not have a life. And I wish you all a really happy evening today, and stay safe.
Yay!
I like it nice and low, so I can reach it. Get dressed.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you so much. Hey, let's have a big hand for Charlie.
Good job. Yay!